Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to discuss some main points, major exam questions in the comedy Twelfth Night by William Shakespeare. I'll discuss the role of women in Shakespeare's comedies, role of women in Twelfth Night, theme of love in Twelfth Night, love triangle in Twelfth Night, and Shakespeare's message about love. So watch till the end video, you will benefit from it obviously. So let's start. The role of women in Shakespeare's comedies. So yes, women play a very important role in the plays of Shakespeare. Young women in his comedies, such as Miranda, Rosalind, and Celia Viola in the Twelfth Night, and then Hermia and Helena, Hero, and Beatrice. So these are the other female characters in his plays. So we will discuss Twelfth Night. We'll discuss the Viola, a woman. She is the representative of women in Shakespearean comedies. So Shakespeare's these women characters, Shakespeare portrayed them in such a way that they become known as Shakespeare's heroine. So we will contrast them in the comedies and tragedies. So Shakespeare's heroines compared and contrast. So compared to other writers of his time, Shakespeare introduces an unusual amount of deep female characters in his comedies. As that time, that women are not taking part, not allowed to take part in theater, and the women role is also taken by the male characters, but Shakespeare gave preference to female characters in his writing, in his plays, in his comedies, and his representation of women in the particular way in which his female roles are interpreted and put on stage have become the topic of significant interest. The young women often show in his comedies or in his plays. The young women show vitality, great intelligence, and strong sense of personal independence, which mark them as the queens of comedies, and they often referred to as Shakespeare heroines. As we see in the Twelfth Night, the comedy, yes, the women great intelligence, intelligent women like Viola, she is intelligent woman, and then strong sense of personal independence. Yes, Olivia is an independent countess and she has power, vitality. Okay, and then we'll discuss in the treatment of women in his tragedies. In tragedies, his women are strong because they are coherent. Certainly, none of women in the tragedies worries or changes her mind about who she is. But sometimes in his tragedies, women are represented as worse characters. The example is the character of Lady Macbeth. She is the worst character in English literature in the tragedy Macbeth, and then in the comedies, the feminine either rebels against the restraining social order, more commonly presides in alliance with the forces which challenge its hegemony, romantic love, physical nature, love of pleasure in all its form. And portrayal of women in Twelfth Night. As you study this Twelfth Night, the romantic comedy, you will come to know that the women in Shakespeare's play are depicted as having power, such as, yes, Olivia has power in the Twelfth Night, then comedic and being very emotional, Viola a very emotional women, and then sometimes strong-willed ladies. They have their own will, their strong will, and they are consistent, such as Viola is consistent in her love and sometimes fragile. And yes, portrayal of women in Twelfth Night, some textual evidence that she, Viola, is mourning for the death of her brother, and she said that my brother is in Elysium, and but at the same time she fell in love with the Duke Orsino, and she says that after him I love more than I love these eyes, more than my life. She is emotional. And then portrayal of women in Twelfth Night. Sometimes strong-willed ladies. Beginning of the Twelfth Night, we see strong-willed ladies. Shakespeare enjoy giving women powerful minds and hearts. And he said that I think that the female characters development is that women have the ability to dominate in a man's world, but can also lose themselves by becoming submissive to men. And let's move on to the theme of love, or the love triangle in the Twelfth Night. As the Twelfth Night is a romantic comedy, it all revolves around the romantic love, and the theme of love is very prominent in the Twelfth Night. And yes, I'm going to discuss the love triangle in the Twelfth Night. So this love triangle involves the characters between the characters Viola, Olivia, and Orsino. And in the kingdom of Illyria, this play is set, and Orsino he felt in love with the Countess Olivia, and Olivia felt in love Cesario. Actually, the Viola disguised herself as a Cesario, so she misunderstood her and felt in love with him, considering him a boy. So this becomes a love triangle between these three main characters, and the thing is that Viola love Orsino, and she conceal her love and become his messenger to convey his message of love for Olivia. And the good thing about the nature of their love is that Viola is consistent in her love from the beginning till the end of the comedy, whereas Olivia and Orsino change their perception of love. Actually, the Orsino was not in love with Olivia, he was in love with the idea of love, and at the end he changed his choice and decided to marry Viola. And Olivia, yes, she again at the end she changed her love and she married Sebastian, the brother of Viola. So this is the love triangle in Twelfth Night. So what is the message, or what does the Twelfth Night say about love? How does Shakespeare portray love, and what was his concept about love? So Twelfth Night is a romantic comedy. Romantic love is the main focus, despite the fact that the play offers a happy ending in which the various lovers find one another and achieve with it. Shakespeare's show love as something that causes pain, that cause suffering, and it is something that is a sudden feeling. As Olivia said that how quickly one catch the plague, it's like a plague, it's get spread quickly. And Shakespeare message about love is that he doesn't have one specific feeling of love. In his plays, he thinks that love can be unfair, confusing, crazy, unpredictable, and uncontrollable. So this shows that love relationship that the lovers have in is so strong that only death can show their true feeling for each other, such as in the Romeo and Juliet. Yes, the lovers met. The lovers did not met until their death. shows their true feelings for each other, and they met their death at the end. And love looks not with the eye, Shakespeare's right. Love looks not with the eye, but with the mind, and therefore is winged, Cupid penned it blind. So he considered love as something that is blinded. And in the Midsummer's Night Dream, the protagonist Helena's unrelenting love for the Demetrius, despite his faults and foibles. And then, yes, it continues. Shakespeare writes, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? It's a sonnet. It's the Shakespearean sonnet. You will study this sonnet in your upcoming semester. There he describes love that thou art more lovely and more temperate, so long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long live this and this give life to thee. So he compare his lover with his poetry, that their love is like poetry, which is something that is eternal, it never dies. And yes, this is it. And furthermore, uh, it's about the star-crossed lovers, Romeo and Juliet. As I already discussed, that their love is so strong that even death can reveal their true feeling. And then Shakespeare message about love. Yes, in his other writing, love confronts like a sunshine after rain, and his ideas. Then examples, the idea of love from Romeo and Juliet, Midsummer's Night Dream, Twelfth Night, Hamlet, and etc. So that's all. Hope you understand. I'll provide you the notes in the description of this video. Thank you.